and I didn't have anyone to turn to.
So when I asked the question, why did you leave? The simplest answer is
lack of support and lack of understanding.
Well, 5 long years after Harry and Meghan left the royal family, we may finally see a very good opportunity for a proper olive branch.
I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore.
What has happened recently is, of course, that the Invictus Games, which Harry co-founded more than 10 years ago, it was announced that it was going to be in Birmingham, which is, of course, in the UK. And that's going to be the next one, which is in 2027 in July. Now, of course, the royal family has very strong ties to the military community. The king is the commander-in-chief, and they have always supported veterans and military causes in the community there. So Harry's announced that he's coming over to Birmingham. He's also made it clear in the past, amid the security battles, that he doesn't feel comfortable bringing his wife. So possibly that will make it a little bit easier for any member of the royal family to come, because obviously there is a very, very, very deep rift there between Meghan and William and Kate, for example, and the king. So what we've got is Birmingham 2 years from now, and there have been reports that Harry's team has reached out informally to begin with, just to flag that the event's on. It's mid-July. And he's going to invite the King and Prince William and other senior members of the royal family. I think he's still friends with the Tyndalls, and of course he's friends with his cousin Princess Eugenie, and Beatrice will all be invited. Who turns up remains to be seen, but crucially, it's the fact that he's extended that invitation to the King and William, who we know he's not speaking to because he himself said it just a month ago. And it's not a big surprise because, as everyone knows, we've had his memoir, we had the Netflix series, multiple interviews where he has openly criticised the royal family, but also made clear his own gripes with them. So this now sets the stage. It gives us a 2-year lead up. So assuming that the water's calm and possibly there are some apologies made and maybe some steps towards reconciliation in that time, you know, if they turn up, because it's on their doorstep, it's in Birmingham in the UK. So suddenly you've got an opportunity where if they do go, and Harry clearly wants them to, because this story's out there that he's done the first invitation. Apparently a formal invitation will follow. And then who knows, maybe this does set the stage for there to be, you know, a little bit of a Harry royal family collaboration that we haven't seen for a really long time. And there really hasn't been a great opportunity to do so before now. I think a lot of people have sympathy for the royals and their position because of the nature of the institution. They can't get involved in sort of a public scrapping match, but they have had to quietly take a lot of criticisms from Harry and Meghan, and that would have left them furious, you can imagine, as any family member would if their dirty laundry was being aired publicly and they didn't really have the ability to respond. But now, it's been years since then. I think that while there is respect for the royals' position on that, this could potentially just offer the opportunity for tempers to cool a little bit more over the next couple of years, for Harry to maybe reach out a little bit more and really encourage their involvement. And it would be so nice to see them front and center, you know, even for one of the events at the Invictus Games. But look, it remains to be seen. But the fact that those invitations have reportedly gone out, it is possible that we will see that down the line. Although I will say there is one get out of jail free card for the king if he really doesn't want to go. The last day of Invictus, I believe, is Queen Camilla's 80th birthday. Now that's a big one. An 80th is a big one. There will no doubt be a massive celebration planned and events probably leading up to it. So that's the only thing I can think of that could conceivably really get in the way. But we'll have to see how it unfolds.
So long as our brothers and sisters are striving to heal and grow, the games will go on. Bring on Invictus Games Birmingham 2027. You guys have permission to party. Thank you.